Tap into IFL.TV. Log on and step inside the ring.
We'll check in with Andrew Falzone in a little while. And looks like Big Dan Murgliata's got the guys ready. And we are underway in this IFL middleweight bout.
And as we expected, Matt Horwich comes straight forward. He's not going to give any room to his opponent.
Matt Horwich, the former IFL middleweight champ, very motivated to get that title back. And Joey Guel's got a nice opportunity in front of him to make a name for himself tonight.
It's a tough task.
To lock up. Horwich is definitely a tough guy to prepare for. You think you know what he's going to bring, but you never do.
You never do, and you know what? He's going to keep coming forward. He's got a lot of stamina. He's very strong. He's got a great ground game. You know, it's like I mentioned before in the tail of the tape, his striking is getting better. He knocked somebody out with a high kick, and then he knocked out Benji Red with punches.
Unreal. The two stand and trade.
Left
Horwich is the one with the mohawk, being that the guys decided to wear the exact same shorts tonight.
They both have tattoos.
That's right.
Last time Horwich's choice of weapon was a left kick to the body against Ryan McGivern, but this time I figured out it's a left low kick inside. Watch, he's throwing it a lot.
He's throwing a lot of knees so far. A few of those have landed to the side of Guel. The two lock up against the ropes.
He wants that body clinch close to his opponent, wear him down.
Well, it's been a while, but these two do know each other back from Team Quest days. They used to train together, and Dan Murgliata wants some more action, so he'll restart him in the center of the ring. Guel throwing punches, but Horwich just keeps moving forward. And a knee from Guel.
You see, Horwich was waiting for it to look like it. Timing it. Tried to grab that knee and take him down.
Horwich never stops. Even when they're locked up, you'll still see him being very active, throwing punches, knees, stomps, whatever. Big opportunity for Joey Guel in his IFL debut. He's hanging in there tough. The fans here at the Mohegan Sun Casino want more action. A lot of work in the clinch so far in this one.
Yeah, there is a lot of work going on here in the clinch, and that's a lot of action only for the people, you know, who don't really know everything about martial arts. It might look like they're stalling, but they're not.
It's not like two guys are just hugging each other. They are throwing knees and shots. So, two decide to stand and trade. Horwich gets some solid strikes through.
Good takedown defense there by Guel. You know, one thing, if you face a guy like Horwich, you know you're going to have a fight. You need to be in shape.
Once again, not ever knowing what to expect from Matt Horwich. We thought this one might be spent on the canvas, but a lot of stand-up game, and then Horwich gets the single leg takedown.
Yep, but he has only 20 seconds left.
See what he can do. Gets it through, a few shots through. And one more for good measure, finishing the round strong, Matt Horwich. See, the two have only known each other for under 6 months. Round 2 underway here in the International Fight League. Matt Horwich in white with the mohawk. Joey Guel in white as well. I guess he's got more tattoos, boss.
He's got more. His left arm is covered. Horwich tries to go for a takedown there himself.
And right away, the two lock up. This is pretty much what we saw in the first round. Horwich just keeps moving forward, stalking his opponent.
Yeah, and you know, it's mentioned this so many times, it's the most difficult thing to do. While you walk backwards, it's very hard to punch or to kick. Nice. Whoa, I thought he was going to hit throw him there, but good counter here by Horwich.
Now let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team, Andrew Falzone. Andrew.
Matt in the corner of Matt Horwich this evening. As Matt was going up to the ring, I heard you tell him to let the combinations go. What do you mean by that?
I mean, don't force the takedown. You know, throw your hands, throw your knees, make it a fight. You know, don't just get one-dimensional. And Matt, listen, he has a tendency sometimes when he wants to get a guy to the ground, you know, to kind of force it, and he needs to let it come to him.
How important is this win for him to get him back in the title contention?
You know, I think Matt's one of the top guys in the world, really, at 185. He's just got to continually prove it on a consistent basis. You know, it's important for him just to continue to win. He's made a lot of adjustments since his last fight. And his hands, striking keeps getting better. You know, he's one of the best submission guys out there, so just got to keep adding to his game.
You've coached both of these guys fighting tonight, Matt. How does that play into his strategy when you're preparing for a fight?
We know how tough Joe is, but I think Matt's got a little more skills. Matt's definitely had a lot more opportunities to train. Joe's had a full-time job. Matt's been in the IFL for 2 years now and been able to make a living as a fighter and been able to you know, train full-time.
Well, we've certainly seen some of that unorthodox stand-up tonight. Let's go back to Ron Crook and Boss over at ringside for the call.
Thanks, Andrew. Great job. Well, that means a lot when Matt Horwich says that you're one of the top 185-pounders out there in all of MMA, but so is he.
Yeah, no, it is. And while they were talking, there was a nice little left high kick there by Horwich, the same one that he delivered to the Japanese.
To Kaz Hamanaka.
Yes. The clinch again. People here don't really appreciate it.
Well, you mentioned Kaz Hamanaka, and I bring that up because that was one of the most vicious KOs we've seen in the IFL. But then he followed it up a few fights later with the knockout of Benji Radek. So he is showing that his stand-up game has come a long way.
Yep. And again, because he's wearing his opponents out, they're getting tired, reflexes slow down, and then he goes in for the kill. And you know, if you fight a guy that's constantly pushing you, you know, your muscles get tired, everything slows down.
Let's see what Horwich can do now that the fight has gone to the mat.
Yeah, but again, only 40 seconds left.
Joey Guel hanging in there, though. He came in a big underdog, almost 2-1 underdog to Horwich. Horwich with only 10 seconds left. The two look a little gassed out now. We'll see if they can regroup as round 3 is coming up. Getting some encouragement from a very tough fighter in himself, Brad Blackburn, is Joey Guel.
Yes, and he says you cannot move backwards, you got to move to the side or forward. But Joey Guel, you know, is he getting tired? It's going to be difficult to move forward against this guy right here. He's pushing it again.
You saw the stats. Matt Horwich landing 50 out of 76 strikes, and he starts off the third round with a high kick.
And now he's got him on the ground, and he's got a long time to go. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left.
Matt Horwich on top with the mohawk. Joey Guel on bottom, both wearing white trunks tonight.
Nice pass here. He keeps pushing the hips down. He doesn't want him high there because that's where the submissions are.
Horwich now from the side. Really dominating this fight if you look at it from the stand-up game and how many strikes he landed.
Yep.
A few takedowns as well. Joey Guel needs to do something dramatic. He's going to pull this one.
Yeah, he really needs to. Matt Horwich there tried to lock up the right hand of Joey Guel, and he wasn't that modified scarf hold, to be a nice name. It's when you have your arm around the waist of your opponent. As you see, he's locking that arm up again. He's really working that. And Joey Guel knows. He said, "No, I don't want to have that because then I don't have a defense."
Sure.
It's going to cost me.
It's a good escape by Guel. Give him some credit. He looked impressive. Going up against a veteran fighter in Matt Horwich, 31 career bouts. He's 6-4 in the IFL. The guy's been fighting since 2003. I remember covering him back in the day in the WEC. And let me tell you, boss, the dude hasn't changed one bit.
Not one bit. Still in love with the world.
Oh,
The
it's
flowers,
That's
the
right.
sun.
electro-magnificent, baby, is what he used in one of my post-fight interviews.
Wow.
Don't know what it means, but I love it.
That's the modified scarf hold, by the way. I was a ring announcer, believe it or not, in England, and he was fighting a tournament there. And the first fight that he had, he got booed. And Mike Tyson was there also. He came out with the Bible on these peace songs. But the second time, man, the people stood up for this guy. I mean, he was a crowd favorite. He turned the whole audience.
Minute 30 to go here in the third and final round. And a fight really dominated by Matt Horwich, who has pushed the pace and has worked side control here for pretty much the entire third round.
He works it, but he needs to work it and go for a submission. Because the punches, he loads them up, but he needs to put a little bit more snap on there. Right?
But at this point, really, boss, doesn't matter because he's dominating this fight. Why not play it safe? He's still throwing shots. He's still landing. He's still scoring.
I know, but with the same load up, you can deliver way harder punches.
You're saying he might be able to end it.
Yes. And once they really start defending, it's a nice way to set up like a figure 4 armbar. They have a lot.
Hammer time. Team Quest, Matt Horwich. Looking dominant so far. 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, I just wanted to say this. I put him back on the feet. He is working, but he's not delivering any damage. There's the lift kick to the body again on his last fight. And see, again, pushing forward, going for the takedown, wants to play it safe, as you mentioned, you know. But Guel reversed it. Only 5 seconds left. Plays a rubber guard here. Matt Horwich has nothing he can do.
That's going to do it. An impressive performance by Team Quest, Matt Horwich, who really took control of Joey Guel and dominated this fight from start to finish, boss. Controlled the fight from the opening bell. Let's see how the judges scored it and throw it up to Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we turn it over to the judges' scorecard, and we do have a unanimous decision. Judge Doug Crosby scores the bout 30-27. Judge Kevin Mulhall, 29-28. And Judge Eric Colon, 30-27. For your winner, Matt Suave Horwich. An IFL Summer Throwdown, presented by Throwdown Energy Drink. All the knockouts and action you've come to expect in a new 6-sided ring, the Hex. Witness the unveiling of the Hex, an intense mixed martial arts battle Friday, August 15th at the Izod Center at Meadowlands. For tickets, visit Ticketmaster.com or call 201-507-8900 now. Tap into IFL.TV, log on, and step inside the ring.